Anyway, I'm looking for something. Well, I'm talking, but I'm looking for something at the same time. Sorry. Okay, so I think, oh yeah, duh. See, I almost forgot. I already forgot. I actually forgot about it. Okay, so now you have another river called Gihon, right? Which I show here. You have Opal. You have the temple of Mount Moriah. You have Kidron Valley, which is an shit, I forgot the other name. It has a name, but I'll get to that later. You have okay, this one already. No, let me see. And then you have this one, which is the gatehouse and 4 gates, David Place. You have stepstone structure. You have this one, house of the forest of Lebanon, because we got trees from Lebanon. The King Solomon did that. The King David did it too. First temple, Solomon's place. Opal is a place again. Okay, so that one, and then this one over here, and then let me see something. What did I put here? The Kidron Brook. There's a, oh yeah, Kidron. Kidron is mentioned in the Bible, in the New Testament, and also mentioned in the Old Testament. What was that again? Let me see something. Wait. Okay, remember the fish gate. Okay, let me read this. 1 Kings 30, it's 133. The king also said unto them, Take with you the servants of your Lord, and cause Solomon my son to ride upon mine own mule, and bring him down to Gihon. Now you would think it's Gihon talking about that very powerful river. No, not powerful river, that's Bison. Talking about the river near the Cushites and stuff like that. That's not talking about this one. This one is not talking about that one. And let Zadok the priest and Nathan the prophet anoint him there king over Israel, and blow you with the trumpet, and say, God save the king Solomon. This is why the people in England say, God save the queen. Bullshit. Then ye shall come up after him, that he may come and sit upon my throne, for he shall be king in my stead. And I have appointed him to be ruler over Israel and over Judah. And Benai, the son of Jehoiada, answered the king and said, Amen. Yahweh the power, my lord the king, say so too. Yahweh the power of my lord, yeah. And Yahweh had been with my lord the king, even so be he with Solomon, and make his throne greater than the throne of my lord the king David. So Sodak the priest, and Nathan the prophet, and Benai the son of Jehoiada, and the Crethites, which are these are Captorims, Mizraim, which is the book of Genesis chapter 10. It says Captorims, but they spelled it different here. Crethites. Yeah, you can look that up here. Where's I just then? Wow, I forgot where I was, man. 1 Kings. I thought so. 1 Kings 1. Wrong one, by the way. Wrong one. 1 Kings 133. Actually. Here, it says Hebrew 37:7-4. Hebrew 37:7-4. It says on the executioners, the Crethites, and Proto-Philistines. And where were they mentioned? It starts with 1 Samuel, right? But if you go here, Gen 10. Oh, it's already there. Gen 10, verse here, Captorim, Hebrew 37:32. Captorim, Captor, Crethites. See the Crethites? And from Captor, Amos chapter 9, verse 7 speaks about them. Well, it speaks about the Philistines coming from that land. but I already explained it in other videos, so I'm not going to do that right now. So it goes to here where it says here Hebrew 37:72, the primitive one from that one, which is karath. But the Crets, this one's either Cretians or Proto-Philistines, but it's talking about the ones in Crets. It's our Hamites. That's the point. They're Hamites. I'll do another video about that, Lord willing, but they're Hamites. They're Hamites. So it's the Crets, because here you have these Cretans, and then you have these ones, Captoriums, and then you have the Crets. Crets. Here, Cretans. Right. So enough of that. To go back to over here. Okay. And the Pelethites, I didn't look that up. I don't know what it is. I didn't look it up yet. I was doing other stuff. Went down and caused Solomon to ride upon King David's mule. the king of the mule is just funny, humble. So did King Solomon, and so did the Lord Yahushua, and brought him to Gihon. So there you have Gihon again, right? And Zodek the priest took an horn of oil. Now when Samuel anointed Saul, he took a flask of oil, which is man-made, but a horn of oil is power. It's the Heavenly Father made. Because if you put a tool upon anything that you do for the Heavenly Father, an altar, for example, in this case, it is then therefore unclean, you know. But if no tool came upon it, then you make your altar out of it. But this is not an altar, of course. This is a horn. But a horn represents power, and a flask represents a man-made thing. So the anointing of Saul was inferior to the anointing of David, but not inferior as you know, you could spit on it, because it's still the anointing. That's one of the reasons why King David never also touched him, because he is anointed. And if you piss off King David, he was going to try and kill you. Look at Nabal. He pissed him off, didn't he? He was going to commit murder, but the Lord was like, "Nah, I don't want to filthy your hands. Let me kill him." Out of the tabernacle, which is where the Ark of the Covenant was, and anointed Solomon. And they blew the trumpet, and all the people said, "Yahweh saved the king. God saved the king." 2 Chronicles 32:3. He took counsel with his princes and his mighty men to stop the waters of the fountain which were without the city, and they did help him. This king, he could never have stopped the water. Well, to the power of Yahweh, he could have, but this is not talking about that. He could not stop. You can't stop the water of an here it was what is it? Here the same chapter, 1 Chronicles 32:3, and then 2 Chronicles 32:3, and also 2 Chronicles 30. Wow, 3. Oh man, let me begin again. 2 Chronicles 32:30. This same Hezekiah also stopped the upper course of Gihon and brought it straight down to the west side of the city of David. So this clearly is talking about Jerusalem. Clearly. This is not talking about Gihon that's all the way there in Mesopotamia. So there's two Gihons. And Hezekiah prospered in all his works. So what did he do? He took the flow of Gihon, the spring of Gihon, and then he brought it toward the city of David, and then he watered that city, right? And he was prosperous therein. Oh yeah, I put it here. I didn't even notice it. 2 Chronicles 33:14. Now after this, he built the wall without the city of David, on the other side, on the outside of it, on the west side of Gihon. So clearly, Gihon is near the city of David. This is not talking about the Gihon of Mesopotamia, which is the land of Shinar. In the valley, which is, oh yeah, that is what it is, the Kidron Valley. Here, the Kidron Valley. That's where Gihon was, and I have other pictures to show that. Here, here. Then you have here the Gihon Spring, Solomon City. Where's David? David Place, Solomon's Palace, Solomonic City. Well, Kidron Valley. The Kidron Valley, and there next to it you had the Gihon Spring. Right. Okay, so another one is here. You had then the Gihon Spring. You had the lower pool, you had the upper pool, kind of question mark, like where is it? Is it supposed to be here? Is it supposed to be here? But anyway, you had the upper pool, you had the lower pool, you had the mid gates and all that there. And then I have a Dutch thing, a Dutch map thing, which is, where did I put it? You have Opel. I think this is a miniature thing that they reconstructed, something like that, something. And this is the actual one. This is a 3D thing. Opel, Mount, Hidden Gihon Spring, the Gihon Spring. So yeah, when I read it the first time, I was shocked. I was like, what the hell? How am I going to explain that? How is the Gihon River near King David's house? I'm like, what? I don't know what's going on. And then I started to read more and I figured it out, like, oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. So I read it. Okay. So here you have the Kidron, which is in Jerusalem, with the Kidron, actually. And it's also mentioned in the New Testament, by the way, Kidron. And okay, Kidron, you have here. And then you have another one, another map, which here they say is the Pool of Bathsheba, Pool of Israel. So here you have the Kidron Spring and the Kidron Valley. Okay, that's that part. Okay, so here you have a Dutch map. Here it says Fishport. Fishport? I think I mapped it another time. Here. You have here Fishport, and you have here the grave of Absalom. And then you have here Gihon, Maria Bron, which is Mary Spring. Maria Spring. And then here you have the Kedron. It's just Dutch. Here you have the Fountain Port. Here you have David's City. So I'll put all these links. No. I'll put the links in the description box, yes, but I mean like the words. So I'm gonna go take the words. Davidstad. In English, it's City of David. This is Dutch. Okay, City of David, right? And then I go to the other one, which is, damn it. I'll go, oh, then okay, here. Where did I put it? Here. Oh no. Here. Okay, so damn it. No, this one. Okay, Davidstad here. Davidstad, toch? Right? Gihon Maria Bron. Well, I don't need to translate that one, I think. Here is the grave of Absalom. I also don't think I need to translate that one. Here is Fishport. Fishport. So Fishport in English. What is it? There's actually a Fishport in the Netherlands, yeah. There's actually one there, but I'm not talking about that one. It's kind of spelled different. Fishport. Here, the city gate and former lighthouse of Harderwijk, Netherlands. Fishport, but I want this word in the English. Here. Come on, man. He's stubborn. He's very stubborn. Fishport. That's what I want. So this one here, this one here. This is Fishport, or the fish gate, because a port is a gate. The grave of Absalom, the Gihon River, Maria Bron. Oh yeah, let me get that too. So, what is Bron? Spring. No, not that one. Here, spring. Bron is spring. Here, you see Bron? Here, spring. That's that. So you have the Gihon Spring here. David city there. And in the scriptures it shows you that beside the city of David, you have the Gihon. So this is correct. I mean, come on, man. Plus the grave of Absalom. I'll get to that too. And here you have the fish gate. Okay, so all that there. And then going back to over here. 2 Chronicles 32:14. Now after this he built a wall without this city of David. So on the outside, on the west side of Gihon. So that clearly is what I just showed you, right? In the valley, which I also showed you, Kidron Valley is right there. Even to the entering at the fish gate, which I also showed you here. So he fixed all this up here. Even until here he fixed. And if I'm correct, there's a place that says that. Here you have the tomb of Absalom. And here you have the tomb of Absalom. Again, I'll show that in a bigger picture. Here, dry plate. The tomb of Absalom. That's not what I was looking for, actually. I was looking for this. Okay, that city of Opal. Didn't I put it here? Gihon Valley, Gihon Shinar. I'm looking for something. Oh yeah, check this out. You have the yellow that was expanded by Hezekiah. We just read about that. He expanded it. You had the first portion, which was by David, the city of David, right? He had a little city for himself and stuff like that. Area captured by David from the Jebusites. We took it from the Jebusites, right? And then you had the expansion by Solomon, which is here, right? Then you have Solomon's house, which I also showed. And then you have the expansion of Hezekiah, which he made it even bigger. And the Lord was with him, and he was prosperous with it. Okay, so that's that part. You had the Jebusite tunnel here and stuff, Hezekiah tunnel too. Gihon Spring and all that type of stuff. This is where King Solomon was blessed and anointed to be king. So here you have Opal, here you have the Kidron Valley, and this is a small model, but it's a modeled, and you can see here where the valley was. But yeah, valley is this is a valley. Let me show you what is a valley. Here, valley. What is a valley? A valley is a place where you have a ditch, and then you have a small piece in the middle, and then you have a big mountain again. That's the valley of here. That's the valley. Where is it again? Where did I put it? Did I click it away? I don't think. I think I clicked it. No, I didn't. Right here. Here you have the valley. Here, this thing. This is a valley. It looked like the river had been supposed to be there, but it isn't, because this is a model. This thing is a model. You can see people, or else this will be gigantic people. This is a model in Israel. This is the actual thing. You can't stand next to here, and then you're as big as the buildings, as you can see here. These people are bigger than the buildings. Yeah, that's not reality. This is a 3D model. All right. And this is another one. Oh yeah, and then the tomb of Absalom. which is these dumb beasts are worshiping there, because they're unnatural. They're unnatural people. So you have the tomb of where is it again? Here. This is Mount of Olives. Amalekites gather at the tomb of... No, this is Zechariah. No. This is Absalom. What are you talking about? Yeah, this is the tomb of Absalom. That's not Zechariah. What are you talking about? Zechariah? No, that's not it. It's strange, because when I took the picture, it said... Yeah, let me get it for you again. Where is it again? Gihon, I think. All right, let me make it bigger, because when I took the picture, it didn't say that. I took the picture right there. It says here, dry plate, and I took the picture 2027. I took it a few days ago, 27 February. So it says here, photographs of Jews gathering at Absalom's tomb in the Kidron Valley, early 20th century. View towards the southeast of the Amalekite cemetery, with the southern eastern corner of Temple Mount in upper background, whatever. Okay, cool. All right, so that's that part. And then now they changed it. I don't know. This is the tomb that they was talking about, you know, and now it's like this, but this one is way back in the days when they had black and white things, I think. But the tombs, oh, I do see them tombs. Oh, this shit was so white, I didn't even see it. And it was not so many, but now of course people die often, so they started to, you know, put more tombs there. Wow, didn't even notice that when I saw it in the first place. But yeah, so this is not the tomb of Zechariah, not that I know, because it's the same picture. It's literally the same picture. The guy oh shit, the guy standing here, this woozy thing here. This person is so woozy here. This one is woozy. This one is woozy. So 1, 2, 3. Let's just focus on this one, man. I ain't got time to count them all. Focus on this one. And then, see? It's the same one here. Same one here. Woozy, woozy, woozy. Blurry, I should say, actually. Wasig. Blurry. Right, so that's that part. And so that's the tomb of Absalom. And where is that? That's here. Here. So they're standing here. The grave sites. So where they put all those graves and stuff like that. That's the grave of what they say is Absalom and stuff like that. So they buried him there. And, you know, so that's that part. And then going back to over here. No, here. So 2 Kings 20:20. And the rest of the acts of Hezekiah and all his might, and how he made a pool and a conduit and brought water into the city. Like I said, when I read this the first time, I was stuttering because I was like, shit, how the hell am I going to explain that? Well, then I looked it up and I was like, oh no, it's not talking about the river, the flood river of Pison. Gihon. It's talking about the river spring of Gihon, right? Because I was like, how the hell is he going to bring that water? I was thinking of the Lord. Must be the Lord then. I was like, how the hell are you going to bring this water from here, where Elam is and Susa, and how are you going to bring it all the way over here? That don't make no sense. Well, why don't you just grab water from here and then put it there? And it is from here, you know. It's a spring. And it is written that until this day, you have that spring over there, the spring of Gihon. The spring of Gihon, it actually waters. It's here. It shows you to me. It's that that's what they say. I don't know. It's possible. I mean, the Lord does it. It's an aqueduct and stuff like that, which is underwater thing. And then you have, hey, this is a great picture. I'll use this one. It's better. Huh? Where's all the things written? I want that one. I want this. Damn it. I don't see that one. Huh? Okay, I don't see it. I'll leave it at that. I would love to have this, the blue thing. I can put it myself, you know. I'll just model the picture after this one. But the point is that it says that you have a river underneath that place, and that thing always waters the spring of Gihon. Now, it says the name Gihon is thought to derive from the Hebrew word Gihon, which means gushing forth. Yeah. So what are they saying? Well, I read it somewhere. I don't think I can find it right here right now because I don't know this one. But I read it somewhere that this cave because look, it says right here, right? It says right here, right? So this one. So it says here. It says here, a hidden Gihon spring. Okay, So I looked up a little bit about it, and it shows you that underneath the place here was a cave, and that cave was filled with water. That was the hidden spring. And then it was made a little bit to come out, and like Zedekiah, if I'm correct, he did that, and then he made it to be on top, if I'm correct. Don't quote me on that one. I need to look it up a little bit more, so sorry about that. But you had little water springing forth out of the ground there. Fountain of the that's why they called it, in the Dutch, they call it the Marion. Wait, I'm gonna show you. So, see? Say HEATHEN's Maribron. What is Maribron? Maribron. And translate. No, I could do that right here. Here. I could do this right here. And then I wasn't even thinking. I think you could just have one of your strongest attributes. It's now called Marian Spring. What goes into it? Maria. It actually doesn't say Marian. It says Maria. So it's Maria Spring. So it says here, after the legend that Maria washed Yahushua's clothes there. So there's still... let me leave that. Here, it says Maria Spring. It's not Marian. Marian is Dutch. But it says Mary's Spring. That's what it says here. But if you read that in the English, in the Dutch, toward the English, if you translate it, then it's going to say something else. Marian. That's not what it says. It says Maria Bron. Maria Spring. Right. So here. So okay, cool. And then back to over here. And brought water into the city. And are they not written in the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah, which is First Kings? Second Chronicles 26:9. Moreover, Uzziah built towers in Jerusalem at the corner gate, and at the valley gate, and at the turning of the wall, and fortified them. Why did I read that again? Second Chronicles 27:3. He built the high gates of the house of the Lord, the house where the Ark of the Covenant was in. And on the wall of Opal, he built much. And if I'm correct, it was Zedekiah. If I'm correct. You can read the chapter for yourself if you have the time. But Opal goes into here, this place over here. And then you have Opal here, which is a place. So this shows you that Opal is near the stream Gihon. And then therefore, Gihon is a spring. Oh, sorry. Not the stream, the spring. It's talking about the spring. And the fishboard, and Opal, and the city of David, and the fishboard again, here, which is this. Let me see if they put the fishboard here. No, because it's supposed to be here somewhere. No. I think it was here, actually, concerning that they dug a water hole. Let me see. No, this is Dutch, and then this is English. You have scriptures there. And wait, let me get this chapter here, which is... Gihon, sorry. This one. Right. They also use this map. I didn't get this map from here. I got it from this one. I got that from there, and they use it too. That's funny. So when I saw it, I was like, wow, they actually use the same map that I'm using. And I've been using it for a year. So I saw it here, and I was like, wow, okay, so it's kind of leading me toward the thought that I have concerning that. So let me see here. So this one, and then this one. And then so here you have the Kidron Valley, yes, which is a source of food. The water was used not only for drinking, but also irrigate gardens and stuff like that. Here. the water wells up in a cave. Since the spring does not provide water continuously, Gihon spring and pool of Siloam, which is let me see something. Gihon here. Here, so it's Siloam here. Siloam, and Gihon and stuff like that, right? It says, since the spring, it was necessary to create a water reservoir, the pool of Siloam. Over the centuries, several water conducts have been constructed to this pool. With each, King Hezekiah had the spring brought into the city in order to withdraw it from the Assyrian. This thing here. What was it again? It was a guy. Yeah, it was the king. Yeah, right. Who was besieged? Who was besieging the city? But if I'm correct, I read something that it says that he got the water from, like, there's a cave there. Let me see something. It's like this one. Cistern. This one. Cistern. Back in the ancient days, you had this. Cisterns were things under like a cave, and then you had water there. And where did the water come from? It came from some kind of spring somewhere else, and then they made it like that. So you had those type of caves. Artificial reservoir. You had other places where it had actual water that stayed there, but if it's dry season, it would dry up. Stuff like that, stuff like that. Here you have the fountain port. What is a fountain? Fountain. What is a fountain? A fountain. No. This is the in the desert. What does a fountain do? A fountain is a water that just, I don't know where it comes from. I don't know. The Heavenly Father created it like that. It just comes from somewhere. I don't know. It just stays there. It's a fountain. Hey, I understand what happens, but I don't know where it comes from. It's from the ground or something somewhere. I don't know. But it spurts for. It's springs of like this. It doesn't jump like this, but it in a desert place. It actually jumps toward the surface from underneath the ground. I have no idea how it works. I just know that I just know the process of it. I don't know the origin. Like, I don't know how the Lord does it. I don't know how He does it. He does it. So you had fountains that, you know what? I'm talking too much. Let me just leave this. Okay. The point is, there's water there, and King Hezekiah diverted it and all that type of stuff. Let me just go on and finish this up, because I'm already what 3 hours. Okay, cool, guys. So now it's talking about the fish gate. Oh yeah, I'm done. Yeah, that was it. Virgin of the Fountain of the Virgin. The Jebusites, which are the people that originally had Jerusalem, and then later the city of David, the original site of Jerusalem. The Kidron Valley, it was the main source of water for the pool of Siloam, old pool in Jebus, which is Jerusalem, and the later city of David, which is what Hezekiah made. He made it bigger. It was already there. But I read, you know what? I'll leave it. Sorry. I read somewhere that it was a spring, and it flooded itself during certain periods in time. But then Hezekiah came and made it better. And then made this one, the pool of Siloam. Gihon Spring, Virgin Mount. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom. All praises go to the Most High Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Rawachkodash, double honor sent to the elder apostles, a great millstone for the teachings of the scriptures, among other things. And Shalom to the sincere Akim across the world. Shalom.